Greetings, I own a Challenger electrical panel product number, SB1016-24CT. I want to add 2 new 20 amp circuits. All my Type A slots are full. I have 4 Type C 1-pole slots free, number 1 to 4. I'm looking to put a 2-pole 20 amp breaker here but unsure what a valid breaker to use with this product. I saw they sell Type BR 20 amp single-pole duplex circuit breaker. Would this work? If your BR type breaker is the valid substitue, I find it odd that in the Type C slots are big breakers, 30 and 50 amp circuits. Why are slots 1 to 4 empty and putting a small amp compared to the 30 and 50 seems odd when all the other 20 amps are down in the Type A slots? Next, can I find out what the max breaker /amp / etc. capacity is for this thing? Respectfully, Will.
Hello and welcome to Just Answer. My name is I will be happy to assist you with your electrical question. 1. The substitute brand and type of circuit breakers to use in a Challenger electrical panel are Eaton Cutler Hammer, Type BR breakers. 2. On slots 1 through 4, are there stabs that protrude from the 2 hot bus bars that breakers can connect to? 3. Take a look at the label inside the panel door. Does it allow the use of tandem or mini breakers in the panel? 4. FYI. Are you aware of the potential safety hazards associated with a Challenger electrical panel? Challenger bus bars can overheat and circuit breakers can fail. The Challenger brand of panels are no longer manufactured and have a poor reputation within the electrical industry. Challenger panels were commonly installed in the 80s and 90s. Federal Pacific Electric, FPE, Zinsco and Challenger electrical panels are 3 panels that are considered as taboo in the electrical industry. All 3 of these discontinued electrical panel manufacturing brands are widely known for potential safety and/or fire hazards. Rather than adding branch circuits to a Challenger panel, I'd be thinking of deinstalling and upgrading the panel to a safer panel manufacturer brand and then add the 2 new circuits to a safer panel brand.
Kevin, I'm attaching photos of what I am working with. Number 1, understood. Number 2, I think so. Please see photos. Are the spots below my main breaker and above my 50 and 30 amp breakers those? I actually purchased a BD breaker which swaps perfectly well with any of my 20 amp breakers. Just not in slots 1 to 4. Is that what BR breakers are for? Number 3, I do not see anything that says tandem or mini breakers allowed. See photo of only documentation I found for panel. Number 4, understood.
Thank you for the pictures and replies. 1. Temporarily kill power to the panel on the main breaker. Then pull out one of the twin Type A breakers and perform a visual inspection on the hot bus bar stab. See if there is a notch on that stab. Most panel manufacturers use a notch where tandem breakers will only fit. The Type A breakers are tandem or twin single-pole breakers. 2. I believe that the empty spaces are only used for full-size single-pole breakers such as Type C. I don't see any notches on the hot bus bar stab in those positions, and if I remember correctly, the Type A breakers won't fit into those 4 spare positions. I'm pretty sure they are reserved for full-size Type C only, but it's been many years since I've added circuits to a Challenger panel. You can also pull out either the 30 or 50 amp double pole and see if those stabs are notched or not notched. I suspect that 30 and 50 amp double poles are also not notched. Reply back to me and let me know what you find on the twin hot bus bar stabs, if notched or not. Thanks. Kevin.
1. I removed one of the twin type A and they are notched. Number 2. You are correct about type A not compatible. A 20 amp breaker I removed from the lower slots has the rejection plate prevented from being put in upper slots number 1 to 4. Eaton sells BR and BD breakers. Link provided at end of message. BD has the rejection slots and BR don't. From what I am gathering by looking more at the panel document photo I sent you and from what you are saying, the 4 top empty slots are Type C single pole rated, and I think it would be okay for me to put a BR single pole 20 amp breaker in one of those slots. I want 40 amps, so I would fill 2 of those empty slots. In the model number it says it is a SB1016-24 CT, and I am starting to think that means it has 16 slots, rated at 24 circuits. Slot numbers 1 to 8 are single pole and 9 to 16 are rated for tandem, summing up to 24 circuits total. What would you say? Whoops, link provided here www.homedepot.com/p/Eaton type BR 20 amp single pole BD circuit breaker BD 2020/100124683 http://www.homedepot.com/p/Eaton type BR 20 amp single pole duplex circuit breaker BR 2020/100153768 thinking I can buy this and put it in the top 1 to 4 slots. http://www.homedepot.com/p/Eaton 20 amp 1 in single pole type BR replacement circuit breaker BR 120/100,170,174.
Good job on confirming the type A's are notched. That's what I thought, but I couldn't remember since it has been 5 years or so since I've worked on a Challenger panel. Yes, I agree. The label shows slots 1 through 8 as full-size single pole or Type C breakers and slots 9 through 24 show the tandem breakers as Type A. That's correct, the panel has a maximum circuit capacity of 24 circuits. Yes, install the full-size Eaton Type BR single pole breakers in either slots 1 and 2 or slots 3 and 4. When adding the 2 new 20 amp circuits, this will keep the phases balanced. If you have any additional questions, just let me know and I'll be glad to answer them for you. Otherwise, don't forget to rate me before you log off. Thanks. Kevin.
Okay, thanks. One last thing. You threw in a term I don't understand. Phases balanced? If I put them in different slots, then you just said 1 and 2 or 3 and 4, what will happen? I don't plan on mixing the circuits, so how does where I put breakers in the slots matter?
On a split phase panel, slots 1 and 2 are both on phase A. Slots 3 and 4 are both on phase B. My mistake on my previous reply is I mixed up the slot positions. Install one breaker in slot 1 for phase A and the other breaker in slot 3 for phase B. By installing this way, each phase will have an equal amount of amperage added to it. See attached slot diagram for a split phase panel. Reason to try to balance panels as much as possible is to not cause an overload on the neutral service conductor. When panels are balanced as much as possible, this reduces the amount of current on the neutral service conductor. The neutral service conductor takes the imbalanced current load from both phases. If adding too many breakers onto one particular phase, there is always a chance that the neutral could become overloaded, especially if the neutral service conductor was reduced in size and different wire size versus the wire size from the two hot phases. On a split phase panel, the phase currents are subtracted from each other. The result is the neutral load current. Let me know if that helps explain things better. Thanks. Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin. You have been a great help.
No problem, glad to have assisted you. Thank you for the positive service rating. Much appreciated. If you have any other questions, just let me know. Take care and have a great evening. Thanks again. Kevin.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert, now visit justanswer.com/YTHI.